On the night after Christmas in 2012, 19-year-old Catherine Winter was babysitting her niece and nephew, who were 3 and 4 years old, at her sister's home in Borehamwood, Hertfordshire, England. The next morning, Winter's mother arrived at the home. Her grandchildren ran towards the door screaming that Winter was dead. Winter's mother then went into the kitchen and she saw something that she will never forget. Her 19-year-old daughter was slumped against the refrigerator and lying in a pool of her own blood. It was determined by the medical examiner that she was stabbed 23 times. Several of the wounds were defensive wounds, and 13 were considered significant. The police asked Winter's mother if she could think of anyone that would want to hurt her daughter, and she responded that she didn't think her daughter had any enemies. The police also asked if she had been dating anyone, and her mother said that she thinks she might have, but her daughter was very secretive about it. The police seized Winter's laptop, and they started to look into her social networking profiles. They noticed that on Facebook, she spent a lot of time talking to a 19-year-old karate instructor named Tony Bushby. She also talked to his friends named Dan Tress, Sin Darwin, Shane Pluon, and Crystal Stangard. Police went to Bushby's home and found blood on his front door. They asked him about the blood, and he said that the blood came from a pair of gloves that he was wearing. He said the gloves were given to him by Dan Tress, who was one of Winter's Facebook friends. He said that he did not realize that the gloves had blood on them when he was wearing them. The police attempted to get into contact with Dan Tress, but were unable to. As the police searched for Dan Tress, they decided to take a look into Bushby's computer. They first learned that an hour after the murder, Bushby Google searched how to permanently delete a Facebook account. They next discovered that Dan Tress, Sin Darwin, Shane Pluon, and Crystal Stangard's Facebook profiles were all created using Bushby's ISP. It had turned out that Bushby met Winter at school months before the murder. Their relationship blossomed on Facebook over several months. One reason that Winter developed romantic feelings for Bushby is because of how his 4 friends talked about him to her. Winter had no idea that those 4 friends did not actually exist. While Bushby talked to her on Facebook, posing as these fictional people, he would also watch violent pornography. After they started dating, Bushby asked Winter to keep their relationship a secret between the two of them. The murder weapon was not found, but the police had gathered enough evidence against Bushby and were able to arrest him. It is believed that the motive for the murder is sexual. Experts testified that Bushby was most likely sexually aroused while stabbing her. Bushby was convicted at his trial and sentenced to a minimum of 25 years in prison. Thank you for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to click the subscribe button below so that you'll be notified of my next one. See you in the next video.